guys? This is Shodan. This is Alan Wake, a game that I have spent a good while playing. Not just recently, but also a few years ago. I'm just going through my options screen real quick here, just to make sure everything looks cool, and it does. We're going to be starting a brand new game. Unnormal. This isn't going to be a completionist style playthrough. Mostly because in order to unlock everything, you also need to unlock Nightmare mode, which I've not done yet. But with that out of the way, well, you know, I'll try to collect as many things as I can. But we are undoubtedly going to miss a few things. So I'll go ahead and get started.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Just like in Halo, we're forced to look up to the light. No. Not going to reverse my controls. Okay, so we are here in the tutorial. And already things are getting weird.
I was certain I had just driven from this direction, but now the road was blocked.
Here's a trunk full of Alan Wake novels, as of course he's a writer.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Something else I should point out is that Alan talks almost constantly, which is actually going to make this a fairly easy game to narrate. I mean, he's pretty much doing the job for me. But before we head that way, this game has a number of collectibles that you can find. For example,
the bridge had collapsed. I'd have to find another way to the lighthouse.
Please don't interrupt me, Alan. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to shut up when cutscenes are going on and when people are talking. And we'll see how well that works out. This coffee thermos here, this is one of the collectibles. And there are a lot of collectibles that we will discover as we go along. Some are a lot more interesting than others. I'm apparently missing two. Look who's back. Oh, Hey.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer! You're a joke. It would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor. You'll never publish another one of your shitty stories, 'cause I'm gonna kill you. It's not like your stories are any good. Not like they have any artistic merit.
Yeah,
You're
well,
a lousy writer.
you're a jerk, and I'm leaving.
Thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for. Just look at me. You missed your deadline. Damn.
So this game has a dodge mechanic that I am okay at. When it does that, that means you've done it right. But as we can see as the game goes on, I'm going to kind of get progressively worse at it.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
Yep, thanks, Alan. I'm sure we pretty much gathered that.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
That's a new trick. So we can sprint, but not for very long. And we just want to head towards these lights.
This way, this way!
And whoever this guy is.
Hurry! Wait, it's me! Hey, Stewart, remember? Quickly, get inside! There's no time to lose! Oh no! Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
I was trapped. There was no way out. The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
I'd love to, but I can't.
Follow the light. You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
So I should go into you or... oh, up there. Yeah, basically if you walk into these street lamps, your health recharges. And I really want to say that enemies will despawn, but that's not quite true.
To tell you.
They just don't bother you.
For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
Nope.
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the Dark Presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away.
So this is pretty much the core game mechanic here, is light plus damage.
You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll die.
Hitting these guys will stun them, even when they have no darkness on them, which is kind of useful to keep in mind. And guess what? I see a collectible.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
So there is, you basically tap the X button to reload. So assuming I edit this correctly, you'll either hear this, or you won't hear anything. Hopefully you don't hear anything, but that remains to be seen. This is only episode 1 after all. I mentioned a collectible. You see this little pyramid of cans here. You just shoot that. And that does something. I don't know what that does for you, to be honest. I think it's really just a counter.
And now I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, sorry. Oh, hey. Didn't mean to do that.
This isn't.
Oh, hey. Hello. I should have dodged. These lights are also checkpoints, by the way. And this flare gun that I just picked up, this is the game's equivalent of it's a rocket launcher, is basically what it boils down to. And is this where I'm supposed to? No.
Just like.
Alright, so I see these 3 guys here. I'll try to keep them in one spot. And that is never not satisfying. However, oh no, you know what? I may have missed a collectible in there. It's hard to tell, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I can't run back up there. Anyway, there was a coffee in there. So, not critical, but I am trying to collect a whole bunch of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Oh, whoa, that was close. Oh, he survived. Unfortunately, I can't kill him from up here, but wait. No, he just died. Weird. Actually, I'm gonna run towards this lamp.
I can keep this up forever.
This hitchhiker is taking things pretty hard. I mean, all I did was run over him and kill him. That does nothing, of course. Quick detour for that coffee and then into this lighthouse.
Baby, just another night.
Ah.
Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Hey, that's the name of the episode. Let's take a look around, see who we got here.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
And there's this guy.
Damn yuppies.
Alan, before he missed the shot.
Let's see who has the last laugh.
Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife. If you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah.
Sorry about the camera here. It just shakes around no matter what I do.
I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
There's a deer
You
float.
know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you. Right. So much for a quiet vacation.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
And three of us.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ha!
These two guys are great.
You put the lime in the coconut. Drink them both up.
Just because we're brothers, don't think I won't
It does
murder
that.
you in
Get
your
stuck.
sleep.
Yeah. You need to give it a good solid whack.
That was the game teaching
Now
us about
that's
the
what
hit
I'm
something
talking
mechanic.
about. Yes.
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
How about I do a little dance here? This is my jam. Well, that must be making all kinds of obnoxious controller clicky sounds. I'll stop.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find
You don't
Stuckey,
wanna die,
to get the
do
key
you?
and get out as soon as
Worse.
possible. The waitress was giving me a headache.
He
Overeager
didn't
fans
listen.
always did.
Even Alan's inner monologue interrupts other NPCs sometimes. It's not just me, he does it too.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
What a nice old lady. Thanks.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
I bet.
You got lucky this time, young
Hey, Crazy.
man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed. And then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you all right?
Splendid, splendid. Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
Tom, huh? Didn't think this game was called Tom Lake.
The Andersons, they're local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Noted.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here, I'm KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
No, I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Pretty nice looking place. Despite its age, this game still looks pretty good, I'd say. Well, aside from the character models and cutscenes that look a little bit monstrous. Yeah, it seems alright. And actually, something I just noticed, hang on one second. This game has motion blur, which I would like to see if I can turn off. Nope, no option to turn it off. That's unfortunate. Okay, moving on.
Here we go. Let's take a look inside.
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Hello? Anyone here?
You guys heard that too, right? Well, there's more important things to do, like this coffee.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
A lot of books about dreams.
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned. Damn. I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island.
Yep, yes, Alan, we'll get to it. But there's things to look at. Look, this picture of a old-timey diving suit in front of the cabin.
The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
Or possibly the 70s. Now, what we're about to see, there are it's one of the collectibles in this game. There are radios that you can listen to, And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and listen to them, which unfortunately means just standing in front of them for about a minute or so. If you don't care about that, that's cool. You can just scrub forwards in the video. I don't mind. But it does help kind of flesh out the world a bit.
The Deer Fest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose, I
just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBF-FM. And now, some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
Thanks. I think, yeah, here we go.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
I don't think there's anything else for me to pick up in here, so let's just turn on the generator.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Yep, that's what Alice told us.
The lights are on! Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing! Have fun!
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
Alright, looks like twilight's approaching.
Alice? Honey?
Something else I should mention really quick is that the way this game is set up, you'll usually have a day section where you just wander around and talk to people and have cutscenes and all that other stuff. And then there is a nighttime section, which is where all of the scary, shooty combat happens.
I have a surprise for you.
And that's going to be pretty much the format for this game, with, you know, some exceptions. And hey, a surprise, you say?
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Aw, man.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice, everyone keeps...
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out. Alice, I'm coming! What the hell?
I'm coming. Hang on.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Keep going.
Wake up.
Alice?
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
All right, guys, that's where I'm going to call it for this episode. As soon as that lamp falls over. I've been Shodan. This has been Alan Wake. And thanks for watching. And where the heck do you think you're going? There, stay there. And, yeah, I'll catch you on the next episode. See you later.